Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Real here, and I've done this video a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna be cooking, well, not cooking up. We're gonna be looking at two beats that are cooked up with the Cymatics Houston Pack. They sent out like a pack with a bunch of loops and all that stuff. I'm assuming that every single city got one. I don't know if it's the exact same sounds in each city. I only went to the Houston event. Might not be though. They got a whole lot of loops over at the Cymatics website. They got a whole lot of sounds, one shots, drums, all that stuff. Not a cook up, but I guess just an overview of the beats that I made. If at any moment you enjoy, please like and subscribe. It means a lot. Share this mug around to comment as well for your engagement. We're at 8:58, I believe, at the time of recording this, so thank you all so much. Let's get in that. All right, so we got two loops. So loop number one is on arrangement number one. I made these both in the same like file, but different arrangements. For this first one, we are using the loop Cacti. This is what it sounds like. But to start off, I got all the stems because if I can use the stems, I'm gonna use the stems. This is kind of how I section them out. In Xenology, I got soft pad number one, and we're just playing the chords in the background. So it's going from C sharp major to C minor. So we're playing that. We got like the little layered root notes down here. This is what it sounds like by itself. Right over here, moving on, we got the music box, and we're just playing those same chords high up, no layered root note. So we're just playing C sharp major again, and then we're playing C minor again up here. We're adding some EQ to take away some of those lows so it's not too harsh, and then we're adding a great deal of reverb right over here. And yeah, this is what it sounds like by itself. Next things that are being added are the leads and just the drums. I think I said leads plural, it's just one lead. Over here in Xenology, we got sign lead number one. This is what we are playing. Oh, we also got some Frank Paul retro in here, or RC20 retro. I got the wobble up. I wanted to use the space here, but I felt like it gave it like some weird type of like stereo separation. So I ended up throwing reverb on here. That's what I got from our reverb settings. But here is what we are playing. Besides that, we just have drums. So the first part of the drums I want to go over is this hi-hat pattern right here, because we got a two-step and then we got another one with like a little like roll here. So the one you see up here on track number 9, or the one with the roll, I don't know if my webcam's covering. Well, who am I kidding? I move the webcam all the time. One right over here on the top, this is the one that's mainly dry. One on the bottom is the one that has like the wet pushed up all the way. So for the two-step with the wet pushed up all the way, we got the same EQ on both. We're pushing down those high mids. Right over here, dry is at 0, and I have the wet at 125%, and I have it turned down a lot. It's just to give like the main hi-hat some extra like ambient slash, you know, some background to it. This is what the dry one sounds like alone, which obviously isn't bad, but when you add them together, it just sounds a tad bit nicer, which I liked. Now, I didn't have this as a send. Sole reason is because right here with this roll, I felt like it muddied up with the hi-hats a lot. So yeah, that's why I just did what I did here. So we got an open hat here that's just hitting on 3 and 7 alongside the snare. I also have the open hat panned a little bit to the left. Yeah, we got a snare over here also hitting on 3 and 7. And then next thing is we got the kick. We got a rack kick. And yeah, we got tom right over here. Yeah, this is what the drum bounce sounds like alone by itself. So yeah, that's what that's like. All together without the main loop, this is what this sounds like. Which already sounds good by itself. But besides that, only other thing that I added on here is right over here, I threw some 808s. I just had the spins 808. This is all that it's playing. So yeah, we're just playing the root notes. As for the master, I threw on the Frank Pole finalizer. This is what I have on my master. If anyone really cares that much, I just chose to go by ear. I turned the color off, that's why it's darkened. But yeah, that's that first beat. Of course, both of these are going to be at the end, so I'll have a section for beat 1 and I'll have a section for beat 2 at the very end of the video for anyone interested in listening to them. Alright, this is the second beat. This is the one using the loop private landing. This is the second cymatic loop that we used. So first thing I did is I got the stem, sectioned everything out as I'd liked. Right over here, you can see I chose to repeat the pluck consistently. It's because it hits on 3 and I wanted to use it like a snare. Not super important now. It's going to be more important later, I guess. And yep, got some EQ on the highs. We got some flanger as well, mainly for like the stereoization of all of it together. So added my tag right here. We got like this little like snare roll type of thing. There's a whole lot of stuff because I made this all in the same file, so it's right over here. All right, but we got this little snare roll type of thing right here. So we're playing the snare roll to all hit on triplets. We have every now and again some of them hitting on like the sextuplet, so we got that. Right over here on this other snare roll, we got this one hitting on 1, 2, and then we're just playing it on basically every single triplet after that. And yeah, they're layered together. I forgot to mention on the first little snare roll right here, we're actually having the velocity go up slowly as we're descending. So cool stuff. This is what the snare roll sounds like by itself. And then that plays into the little, not the snare, crash sound effect that I heard over here. This camera sound effect. I thought of that because Pink Dreads. I'm out of time, I'll be tripping on me on. Besides that, everything else is really just stuff that I added. Going on over here, we're gonna start with the pad. We have a PWM soft pad, and we're just playing the chords once again, similarly to how we did last time. Brought back the volume. So yeah, we're playing B major into C sharp minor there. But yeah, next thing that we added was this air lead in Xenology. So this is what we're playing right here. It's quite the simple pattern. We're playing basically like a C sharp sus2, but we're playing all obviously the notes in different parts. And right over here, we're bumping that back up to like a C sharp minor chord, essentially, you know, like the notes that are being played with the intervals. So yeah, one interval change in between the middle notes. This is what it sounds like by itself. We got some EQ going on, and then the reverb is turned off. Yeah, this is what it sounds like. Love that part so much. Besides that, next things that we added, which are basically like the last few things, there's obviously some other stuff, but we got this kick here from the Capital Drum Kit 3 by Simon Servita. It's called Low Ride. Love that sound. Then we got the gut shot snare. I used to use this one a decent amount in 2023. I still love how it sounds. But from there, we got Cool Ride playing on every 8. Next up we got some hi-hats over here. So this is basically like a 2-step, but like with some rolls every now and again playing. It's one of those hi-hats for low-key. When you hear it by itself, it sounds like ass. So I'm not gonna play it like solo. But yeah, besides that, that's like all the drums. So this is what the drums sound like together. Except of course they need to add in the 808. But we're using the little 0808 from Osama Season. So yeah, this is our pattern. This is what it sounds like together with all this stuff. So yeah, that's what that sounds like. Obviously the pattern for the 808 is dang near like the exact same. Minor change anywhere? I don't think there's a minimal change here. But later on, like I think in this pattern, not this pattern, pattern 17, we take out the 808. Basically, I think everything else sounds the exact same. 808 over here changes just a tad bit. You can see like right over there, it changes. Might be the only place it changes though. But yeah, kick pattern follows this 808 pattern. Then yeah, there's like nothing else going on to this. Only other differences are in pattern like 16 right over here, as you can see. I actually used one of the like parts of the loop. I got the bell that's right here, basically made it like a one shot, so I'm able to play this pattern that you'll see right here. This is what this pattern sounds like by itself. All together, especially because I haven't played anything yet, this is what this all sounds. Oh wait, no, I gotta just do like the drums real quick. But yeah, this is what the drums sound like. I added some cool effect to my tag. I added like a little pitch dive, and I added a tape stop. So yeah, I'm gonna play it from here.
You're so funny, babe.
I forgot to mention the master. So on here for the master, we got soft clipper, and this is exactly what it looks like. And yeah, I turned off the Frank Pole finalizer stuff. Those are like the two things that I made with the Cymatics Houston packs things. This is not no sponsor. I feel like whenever like I mention like a company specifically a lot, I should always mention that stuff. But yeah, this is what we made. Obviously cool stuff. Bass part only said in the beginning, I forgot to mention that. Hope y'all enjoyed, hope y'all liked what was played out. I definitely got conscious with this beat for sure, because I wasn't sure if I really liked the 808s in the drop, but I still rock with this undoubtedly. I would love if y'all rocked with the 2 videos on the side that aren't going to show up because this video is going to be longer with the beats. I would like if y'all listen to the beats and then rocked with the 2 videos on the side, or check out other stuff on the channel, of course. It's your boy Real. Tap in with me on all my socials and the link tree down below and all that stuff. But yeah, I will catch y'all for sure. Peace.